Badoosh.
Hey guys, my name is Sigman and welcome back to the Madness Studies, everybody's favorite part of the week, video logs. The moment I'm recording this right now, as of right this second, the channel is sitting at a whopping 639 subscribers, which is freaking awesome. Also, the channel's really close to 31,000 views, which is also awesome. By the time you guys see it, it'll probably already hit that 31,000 threshold. But remember, if you did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button badoosh. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to keep up with all the cool stuff that we do here. I think it's cool. Not really a whole lot to talk about when it comes to the channel. I will say I am getting a brand new desk. I'm really excited about it. I don't know when it's coming. I just ordered it today and it's a weekend, so I'm probably not gonna hear anything about it till, I don't know, hopefully Monday. I got an email saying, hey, this is how you put together. And it's like, cool, but it's not here. But something like that, I mean, it's a table, so it's gonna take us some time to get here, but I'm really excited. I think the only thing I'm nervous about is the acoustics in here, because obviously the table is going to be sitting at a different angle. It's not going to be the way it is right now, because right now mine is like just straight facing the other wall. Now, I was thinking about catty cornering it. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But I'm really excited about it because, I'll be able to move around. I'll be able to be a little bit more animated, be a little bit more myself, I guess. I don't know. If I'm crazy sitting still, just imagine how I am walking around. Okay, so without further ado, is it to do or ado? I keep seeing that. Everybody keeps saying, without further ado, or without further to do, or which do is it? Can some of you please tell me that? I don't know. All right, so it is that time, the moment you've all been waiting for. Comments. Those levels are fun. Talking about Super Mario Maker. Yes, I agree. I tend to run into the really bad ones a lot because it's always, it's always something. And I'm not bashing anybody from Japan, but it's always the Japanese levels that just are insane. And I mean, make no mistake about it. Obviously, it shows their dedication, but it's still frustrating, to a guy like me who had absolutely terrible at Mario Maker, but tries his best and ends up running into that. I always seem to run into that. Why do I keep running into that? Word of advice to perhaps help. Go with what's popular right now, including games that are currently popular like the new Zelda game. Perhaps trying doing in-depth tutorials on the new game or something, I don't know. Perhaps trying to do something unique, like a new type of series of some sort, like maybe making your wife try to play video games. I have tried that in the past. It's a thing called couples therapy, and the only issue why we haven't done it here recently is time. My wife does work an insane amount, which, by the way, thank you so much for your feedback. I greatly appreciate that. I want to get that out there right now. By the way, don't recognize your name, so hello. Now, when it comes to Zelda's kind of tricky because it is a very long game, which is fine. That's expected of Zelda. The only downside to it is being able to present it in a Let's Play format, at least in the way that I do, the way I kind of do things. With the new games and all of that, money is a really big factor. As you know, I just spoke about buying a new desk. The desk wasn't cheap because it is a standing desk, has one of those motors on it. It's not really fancy. We've been saving up for a while to get it, and I'm really excited to get it. So it might be a little bit before I can get that game. Always good to collaborate and make alliances. It can be very beneficial. I would tune in. Keep it up, Sigman. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. I greatly appreciate that. You speaking about the co-op channel I was talking about, the Game Grumps inspired channel that I was going to make. Wow, where did these bugs come from? It's too cold for this. I'd spoken about it a little bit in the last rant and how I was worried about it not taking off. Again, it's just that right now it's still up in the air as to whether or not it's even going to start. I already have the equipment I need for the most part. I mean, other than once I get the new desk, I can move some stuff around. I'll be able to move more stuff in, and then we'll see, I don't know, to get it to work somehow. But for the most part, I have that down. It's just right now, timing, schedules, people able to get together to record this stuff. I don't know. As soon as I can figure something out, I will let you guys know. How drunk do you get? LOL. On a scale from 1 to pass out drunk, how drunk? I'm not that drunk. I mean, I was tipsy. I was really tipsy, don't get me wrong, but I was still at a point where I could compose myself properly, at least when I'm doing this. Now, granted, my speech is already screwed up enough as it is, but of course, being intoxicated, that is a little bit more of a challenge. And sometimes it's hard to, sound really fast, really upbeat when intoxicated. I'm sure some of you might already know that, but I mean, it's just one of those intoxicated. It's like, yeah, you tend to slur a little bit more in your speech. Now, I'd actually done Let's Plays in the past where I was slightly tipsy, just a little bit, and while editing, I hated it because it just, you could hear the slurs in the voice. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. But the rants were different. The reason why I kind of want to walk away from those is because I don't want people to get the wrong message thinking that, oh, he's just an alcoholic. I drink maybe once in a blue moon. Not that much, because, it's either, work, home, hang out with my puppies, hang out with my wife, sleep, rinse and repeat, and then eventually YouTube. Beard matches the hat. Yes, it does. This was talking about me quitting the drunk rants and then maybe doing different type of rant. You really should. I think you'd have some interesting things to say, but besides that, I would love to see the series with your friend. It would be nice to see something like that. And also, I wanted to say that I admire the fact that you don't take the easy way out. I guess I should have put quotation ups on there. Well, thank you so much for that kind comment. I really, really appreciate it. I'm hoping to get everything worked out. I'm really, really excited about it. It seems like an interesting and fun prospect, but again, it's just timing, schedules, and all that, and getting that worked out. And about the easy way, I mean, yeah, sure, there are easy ways to do it, and I'm not gonna say, well, I'm taking the difficult way. Without getting too preachy, when I started the YouTube channel, I had a specific set of guidelines that I wanted to go into it. I wanted to make sure that I could keep it as honest as possible. And so far, it seems to be working out. You all seem to enjoy everything the way it is, and that comment right there really put the nail on the head, or nail on the head, hit the nail on the head. There we go. See, sometimes I get words messed up, but sometimes I get them right after correcting myself like 4 or 5 times. That first level was total BS, talking about Super Mario Maker. Yes, it was. Oh, expect that one here soon. And I also noticed that a few people gave me some level codes, so expect that this week. Hopefully. Barring, something bad doesn't happen or I run out of time to edit. Poor guy just wanted some ice cream, man. He's talking about Happy Room. Yeah, that video was a lot of fun because I did some goofy edits and it wasn't anything planned. If you follow me on Twitter, I was even saying to myself, why do I make this difficult on myself? So it was a pretty straightforward editing job, at least for that video. It was pretty straightforward, but I was like, hey, you know what? I want to throw some goofy things in here because it makes sense, because if you remember, the whole point of those dummies doing this is that they were promised ice cream. So I kind of took advantage of that and just like did the goofy edit, little edit where you saw the ice cream cone come in and hit the guy in the face. I thought that was really cool and people seem to really enjoy it. So it's fun to throw those in there every now and then. I like your new logo, Sig, man. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm really glad you liked it, and I hope everybody else does too. I figured that was a little, I don't know, sleeker. I don't know. What I basically did was I took a picture of myself, outlined the head and the beard, and just colored it in, kinda. I'm really glad it turned out the way that it did, and I'm really glad that so far it's gotten nothing but positive feedback, so yay! Ooh, I felt your pain when you yelled. You torture yourself too much. Yeah, I do have a knack for that. I love torture. Why do I say these things? I already answered this before, but I kind of want to throw it out there. I hate to be that guy, but how do you feel about Phoenix taking a temporary break from YouTube? And I know I said it sucks. It does suck to see that guy have to take a break, but I understand. He's got some life stuff going on. For those of you who may not know, Phoenix Coffee is a very, very talented YouTuber who recently took a break due to personal reasons. And I mean, it happens, it sucks. It's unfortunate to see a really good content creator have to do that. But on the same hand, I mean, life has a way of changing people's perspectives. And I just hope everything works out for the guy. He's been a pretty good guy to me. And he's just a good guy, and I wish nothing but the best for him. And I hope everything works out, and I hope to see him back into YouTube real soon. So that's all the time that we have for reading your comments. Thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for your support. And thank you for almost 640 subscribers. We're getting up there, and I'm having fun, and I wouldn't change it for anything, and I'm glad to have you along for the ride. But it is that time. What time? Outro time. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button like BADOOSH. Share the video with a friend, that would be great. And hey, if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to join this Sigman army today. Without getting too repetitive, I just wanted to throw out a huge thank you to all of you for your support. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. And thank you all again so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.